Welcome back, everybody. Are you looking for a way to jazz up nights with your gal pals, your honey, or maybe even an opportunity for your work team to get out of the office and do something creative? Madison Carpenter owns Sisu Studio ATX, where she offers silversmithing. Yes, I had to ask if that's an actual word. Workshops. She joins us now to tell us more. Madison, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How did you get into silversmithing of all things?
Yes, I on a whim, I took a silversmithing class in college and just kept up with it after that. I fell in love with the craft, and here we are.
Yeah,
5 years later.
I was going to say, you moved on, you finished a degree in something else, but the love for silversmithing has stuck around.
Yep.
Can you define any idea why that is?
Yeah, I just really love doing something with my hands. I think it's really meditative. It really kind of like distracts the mind, gives you something to do with your hands. It's really enjoyable.
Makes you stop thinking about those bills you gotta
Exactly.
pay or the stressors you've got at work. Okay, I like that. Sisu Studio actually has its grand opening next month. So exciting. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got this started, how you wanted to do it?
Yeah, I really just wanted to share my passion for creating with other people. So Sisu Studio is all about kind of being able to create without having to have the skills. You don't have to be a silversmith to come and take a workshop.
You knew I was going to ask that
Yep,
question.
you can be a beginner. You don't even have to want to become a silversmith to take a workshop. You can just love jewelry and want to make a piece of jewelry. So.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, so you actually brought some of the tools you use today. So we're going to learn some terms.
Yes.
And we're going to find out a little bit about how silversmithing works. You said you can shape a bezel around a gemstone.
Yep.
And I had to practice saying all of those words. Why don't you tell me about some of the tools we've got here in front of us?
So right here is our bezel wire.
Okay.
And so this is what we're going to shape around the sides of our gemstone. It's actually this piece right here. It holds the gemstone in place at the very end.
Okay.
So anytime you're using a gemstone, this is what you'll do first. You'll kind of just take this wire, you'll start to shape it around the edges, and then you'll just mark with a Sharpie where it starts to overlap. And then that's where you'll kind of put the seam together and you'll end up soldering it shut.
Okay, so there's fire involved
Yes.
at some point.
Yep.
But you were kind to us today, didn't bring live fire into
Exactly.
the studio. Okay, so what's this? I mean, it looks medieval, quite frankly.
Yes.
Device in front of us.
So this is what we call a third hand. So once you get your bezel kind of shaped and you're ready to solder it together, we clamp it in here. So that way when you're using the torch, it stays where you need it to and you don't have to touch the hot metal.
Gotcha. Okay, can you go ahead and show me how it works?
Absolutely. So you just kind of start to shape around the sides of the stone like this.
And she's going to be able to do it fast, y'all, but you don't have to.
No, and with long nails, it's always a little bit of a struggle.
I'm impressed, quite frankly, yes.
So then you just shape like this, and then it's very forgiving, which is great. So you can just mark it with a Sharpie, and then you'll come in and you'll cut it right along that line.
Okay.
And
what cuts it? Any of the tools in front of us?
Yep. In our workshop, we have these metal shears.
Okay.
So you just cut right on this line here.
Uh-huh.
And then you have your bezel. You can check, make sure it's going to fit around your stone nicely.
Okay.
The ends meet up, and then we'll just kind of get it set up in our third hand.
In our third hand. Well,
Yep.
The name makes perfect sense.
And then
Oh,
you
you
clamp
set it
it
up
in
and
here.
down.
And then it's ready to get soldered shut.
Oh, okay. Very cool. All right. And I want to make sure that we talk about some of these gemstones. You said you've just gotten back from Tucson, Arizona, and that's where you bought a new set of some of these really beautiful pieces. You are drawn to turquoise,
Oh, yes,
as
my
are so
favorite.
many of us. Talk to me about, kind of the quality of these.
Absolutely. So I went to Tucson and I kind of I tried to get a variety of different gemstones, lots of turquoise. We have some malachite in here, mother of pearl, black onyx, Larimer, a little bit of everything for everyone. I think I ended up with 20 different types of gemstones.
Wow.
So we have a large variety. Everybody can find something that they like.
And Gracie and I, our producer, couldn't stop staring at this. Check this ring out. I'm actually going to twist it just a little bit. Can you guys see how glittery? Maybe I need a little more coffee today. And gorgeous it is. You say it's opal.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't even know it could look like that.
Oh, yeah.
That is super cool. Okay, so now is the time where we talk about how people can get, their hands on this as well.
Absolutely.
Because your plan is to offer workshops, right? Tell me a little bit about it.
Yep. So the workshops I offer are, you can do rings, pendants, bracelets, or bolo ties in class.
The bolo ties are so fun.
Oh, yeah.
What a cool Austin-y thing to do.
Absolutely. So I think what's really cool is you can bring a group of people and anybody can choose, one person can make a ring, one person can make a bolo tie, and you can all do it together in class.
Oh,
So
cool.
you can kind of divide it up. Not everybody has to make a ring, and vice versa, which I think is really cool. And then you can choose your gemstone, choose what kind of piece you want to make, and then you really get to design it yourself. We have a lot of different details that you can choose between. You can add little embellishments here on the top or
Yeah, I
on
was
the
gonna
sides.
say, yeah, some ornate details that, like, the more you start looking at them, the more you're like, oh, I see a little extra on this ring or that sort of thing.
Yep, and then we have a bunch of different, if you're making rings, we have a bunch of different ring bands here that you can choose between. I tried to kind of put them all here so you can get an idea of what they'll look like when you pick out your gemstone. You can kind of picture it on the ring bands before
cool.
you commit to one.
Sure. And how big of a group can you accommodate?
Larger groups, larger than 8, I'm asking to email ahead of time just so we can kind of plan accordingly. But I think maximum probably 10 to 15.
10 to 15, that's
Yep.
good to know, but it can be just as few as 2 of you, right?
Absolutely, or just one if you want to go on a solo trip.
Nothing wrong with that, and you can learn from somebody who knows their stuff. Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Madison, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the grand opening coming up. Okay, guys, get your group scheduled, or just you, for a Silversmith workshop and learn more at SisuStudioATX.com.